Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Hattersley, Editor-in-Chief of Campus Safety. Welcome to the show. Morgan State University has embarked on their journey to a smart campus and is working closely with Siemens and the Maryland Clean Energy Center to make their vision a reality to transform their campus through visionary planning, hard work, partnership, and innovation. MSU is achieving this by making substantial improvements to its infrastructure through HVAC upgrades, energy efficiency initiatives, and more, all while improving safety and security. This collaborative effort is critical to achieving MSU's strategic mission, including elevating the school to Carnegie R1 status. To learn more about Morgan State's journey so far, I spoke with 4 individuals who helped develop MSU's strategy and implementation at Campus Safety Conference East. They are Michele Mitch-Peterson, Ingenuity Consultant for Siemens Smart Infrastructure, MSU Police Chief Lance Hatcher, MSU Police Lieutenant Kevin Bacon, and David Stolerow, who is National Business Manager for Siemens Enterprise and Smart Buildings and Security. In our interview, Mitch-Peterson, Hatcher, Bacon, Stolerow discuss what new and upgraded technology has been installed, including access control, analytics, license plate recognition, and video surveillance. They also cover what prompted all of these upgrades and why Siemens was chosen to partner with MSU. Additionally, they provide great advice on how other institutions of higher education can successfully embark on a similar path. So with that, here's my interview with Morgan State and Siemens. Enjoy the show.
Well, as brand new, we're looking at some access controls, looking at some different analytics, whether it be facial, aggressive behavior, but a lot of the things that we're doing also are building upon our former infrastructure as far as different camera analytics, surveillance, some things like that.
They trying to leverage on best practices?
Yes.
Yeah, and certainly the analytics play a big part in that new technology. Things like code blue and emergency stations that are around campus, adding cameras where they're missing is an expansion, not so much new, right? But we're looking at technology that has microphones to detect screen detection, so you don't actually have to get to that button, or maybe an audible or a visual detection, the aggression analytics. We're looking at license plate recognition technologies for vehicular detection and security that doesn't exist today, as well as upgrades to access control that's going to allow for the campus to go through all building lockdowns, integrated into video for a quicker response time. So as the campus is building out a new operational center, the ultimate goal is one platform to access all the technologies, whether they're being put in now or a few years or 5 years from now.
Yeah, as an anchor institution in the state of Maryland, and certainly a leading HBCU in the higher education institution community, they have embarked on a new strategic plan. And one of the key pillars of that plan is to become an R1 level doctoral research university within the next 7 years, as well as to improve their infrastructure, the campus-wide infrastructure, to ensure that they're the most efficient higher education institution in the nation.
We up to about 900 surveillance cameras on campus, and we know that there's a lot of still spaces that we need cameras at, and we got other places that we need to upgrade camera and even the system upgrade and all. And we want to reach out to Siemens just to see where they can help us out and where, some of their advice. We sat down at the table and they begin to tell us what they can do to make us more smart campus when it comes to surveillance, when it comes to SS, and we begin to partnership that way. And they gave us some good advice. They gave us some far as vendors in the sense of what's out there, what's new technology that we can really bring Morgan to a smart campus there. And that's what made us develop smart campus, or made us a partnership in developing the smart campus there in Morgan.
Right, so far we have a really phased approach where we more considered a journey, a partnership journey with Morgan State University, and we are really well into the first phase and starting to get into that second phase. Because there's always a lot to be done and a lot of other priorities. So really helping them to figure out what are those priorities, where do I go first, what do I do first, as well as matching those with the budgets and the funding that is available as well.
Continued growth status as a project that's not going to take just a month, a week. It's going to be a couple of years, I believe, to go from where we are now to the vision that we want to end with. But that's not going to be an end, because we're going to continue to improve upon that. So we've done a lot in fire safety, we've done a lot in public safety, and then in environmental safety, and not only safety, but to reduce waste. Improve resources and lighting and things like that. So it's going to be a phased process. I wouldn't say that we're halfway there, but I think we'll continue to move towards the end product.
Well, like I said, as you know, they really have helped out a lot, and we're moving forward. Again, I go back to the surveillance and SS, that every new building now going up is SS control all the way through the building now, and that's the smart campus that we're trying to develop. And I see now with the new buildings going up, and even some of the older buildings that they're restructuring or redoing now, it have SS control throughout the building and cameras throughout the building. So Siemens have really helped out in this growth of Foster campus.
Yeah, the most important piece in my perspective or opinion has been developed, right? We understand the software platform that's going to be utilized to manage every system, whether it's installed now or not. So that having been decided on, developed in solution, now gives us a very solid roadmap of what other systems or components can be added that are compatible and can function with the ultimate goals of the campus. So right now we're in what I call the fun stage, where the buffet is laid out in front of us, and we're learning about all those different components and making those decisions with all the key stakeholders to say, I want this on the plate, and I want a little bit of that on the plate. So where we are right now is still in that developmental stage as far as all the ancillary components. But the core has been developed, so that's where I would say we are today.
I would say that they would have to work with their community partners, internal community partners, as well as external community partners, stakeholders, determine where they are, where they want to go, and what company it is that can get them there. Those are the initial things that need to be done, because in the way that the world is going today, with the man-made issues, things that happen as far as nature, and climate change. I mean, all things have to be looked at, whether we're good stewards of our resources and that we monitor and maintain those resources. We plan and prepare for things that we know are going to happen. It's not when, it's not if, rather it's when it's going to happen, and whether we are prepared to mitigate those instances and circumstances. We know we owe it to the people that we work with, that we work for, and to our customers.
Very well said. So a lot of stakeholders for Morgan State. So we've taken this approach and how we are working with them campus-wide. So not just their security and fire systems, but they're building automation systems. They're building systems themselves, their electrical systems, their steam systems, so that we can ensure Morgan does achieve their strategic plan, as well as certainly make sure the campus, we're engaging with all those faculty, staff, administration, and students. But more importantly, to ensure that Morgan State is the most efficient, safe, secure, and sustainable campus in the nation.
I would say recommendations for others who are engaging on any type of a modernization of their systems should take the time for themselves to understand the available technologies today. Technology changes so rapidly in every industry, right? That's the nature of technology today, that even by a year from now, it's going to look different than what it does today. So understanding that as you develop a solution, working through the design process, you're going to be a little antiquated, but to design with a purpose of scalability and future-proof for the technology that's developed a year or two from now can be incorporated. That would be very important as far as a recommendation. Take the time to educate yourself and understand what's available today.